Hi everyone, and welcome to my live creative time today. My name's Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. It's great to be back with you for another week of creativity, and I have got some really exciting things to share with you today. So before I jump right in, and while people are finding their notifications that I've gone live, I'm just going to call this up on my other devices so that I can see everyone's comments there. So bear with me while I just do that. Okay. And so that's one, and let's get the other one up and running. Let's refresh my screen over there on my computer. Mute and open that up. Open, there we go. Beautiful. Everything is all set up, so all good. So as you're jumping on, say hi, let me know that you're here, and if this is your first time watching, let me know where you are watching from. Now if you're watching the replay, I am filming this live on Facebook, so if you're watching the replay and you don't want to listen to all the chit chat, then feel free to fast forward through to the creative time. However, you might miss some fun things, and I'll be sharing quite a few things today from our team retreat on Saturday, which was super awesome. So yeah, so totally up to you, but yeah, if you don't like the chit chat and you just want the crafting, then just fast forward. All right. Now, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, because I will upload this to my YouTube channel after I finish filming here on Facebook, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll find the subscribe button down below the video, and you'll also see a little bell icon there. So click on subscribe and then click on the little bell icon, and you can choose how you'd like to be notified when I upload new videos. And that way you'll always be sure never to miss anything. And if you're watching over on YouTube, then feel free to come over to Facebook as well and follow me over there also. And I've also got Instagram as well, and I've got a blog and all the things. So yeah, so just look for my name and you'll find me in all of those places. Alrighty, so we have got a few on here already. Say hi everyone as you're jumping on. I can see that I've got a few watching. Nobody's saying hello yet, so everyone's still getting themselves set up and organized. Make sure you've got your cuppa ready as well. I have got some twinings. Oh, what was it called? Russian Caravan, I think it is today. So yeah, very nice tea. So I've got that today. And yeah, I've got lots of things to share with you. So the first thing before we jump into, so I'm going to be sharing a few things from our team retreat on Saturday. So I'll talk to you about that in a moment, but before I jump into that, let me just remind you about our new mini catalogue that's coming up. So this is the September to December mini catalogue 2023. And there's lots and lots of beautiful products in here, including a whole heap of Christmas and seasonal products, as well as some other things as well. So yeah, so be sure to look out for this one. Now, if you don't already have a demonstrator here in Australia and you would like one of these catalogs, then I would love to get one out to you. All of the links will be in the description of this video, both here on Facebook and on YouTube. And I will pop them up shortly as well in the comments as well if you want to jump and sign up for one of these straight away. Now, if you are one of my customers and you have shopped with me in the last 6 or so months, then I have already ordered one of these for you, and I know that my customers have already started to receive them. So if you have already received yours and you are one of my VIP customers, pop a photo of your catalogue, or you with your catalogue, or a cup of tea with your catalogue, or whatever, in our VIP Paper Crafters group, and you'll go in the prize, in the draw to win a prize from, and it'll probably be something, well, it will be something from the new catalogue. I haven't chosen what it is yet, but there will be a prize. There might even be more than one, we'll see. So be sure to pop your photos in my VIP customer group. And that way too, I also know when you've received your catalogue, so I can make sure that nobody missed out who I did order them for. Now I have a stack of additional catalogues, so if you would like one, be sure to fill in that registration or the request form for a new catalogue. And let me just pop all those links in the comments right now. So I'll pop that here because there's some other links in there too that you might be interested in. So I'm just going to pop in my link tree there, and you'll find all of my links there, including where you can request a catalogue. Now, because we've got a new catalogue, that means we're going to be having a whole heap of new designer series paper. So these are just a few of the papers, not many of them at all actually. This is only a couple of the packs of papers, but there's a whole heap of packs of papers, and I'm holding a paper share. So with a paper share, it gives you a sampling of each of the papers from each of the paper packs. And then you have some to play with, and then if you use those up and you love them, then you can purchase more. So these ones are, so with my paper share, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packs in the standard designer series paper share, and then I've also got a specialty paper share. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs in the specialty share as well. So you can choose either of those, or you might like to choose both and get them all. But that's all in the information, in the details, sorry, of the registration. So again, that's in that link that I just popped up. It's the September to December mini catalogue paper share. So check that out. All of the details are there. You'll end up with a whole stack of paper to play with, and then you'll have lots and lots, ready to go, ready for your Christmas projects. And oh, there's a beautiful autumn suite as well. It's called All About Autumn, and beautiful. I've actually got a project to share with you. That'll probably be next week. I've got one already prepared to share with you using those products, so they are beautiful. Anyway, check out my paper share in that link that I just popped there in the comments, or you can check the link in the description of the video. Now, I could see a few comments flying past as I was talking. Hey Athena, how are you? You love my earrings. Yes, thank you very much. Rose said the same thing. Hi Rose, how are you? You love my earrings as well. Thank you. Hi Sue, how are you? Sue says, great, she's glad that my retreat was great. Yes, yeah, it was really fantastic. So let me tell you about my earrings. These were crocheted earrings. I actually requested my beautiful friend and team member, Fiona Fernandez, otherwise known as By Fee Handcrafts, that's B-Y-F-I Handcrafts, to crochet me some earrings to match with my crocheted brooches. These are actually not crocheted, but they have a crochet design on them. So I have this one, and I have another one which is little coat hangers, which is very, very cute, which these are Erstwilder brooches, or this one is. It's a little teapot with a cute little tea cozy, and see the little pom-pom? I wanted some crocheted earrings to match the pom-pom on the top of the teapot, and it's got a cute little crocheted tea cozy on the teapot. And this one is to remind me of my mum, because my mum always loved her cups of tea, and she was always having people pop in to come and have a cuppa with her and have a chat. It was one of the things mum was known for. The door was always open in our home. People were always coming and going, and she always had the kettle on. She always had the teapot ready, and of course back in the day, she always had, the proper teapots with tea cozy. So when I saw this brooch, I thought, oh my goodness, I have to get that as a memory of my mum. And of course I needed some earrings to match with it. So I asked Fee if she would make me some earrings. So she's made them for me in 3 different colors, and these ones match this brooch. So yeah, I love them. They're so, so cute. So there you go. So if you're looking for some crocheted earrings, look for By Fee Handcrafts, because I know that she's making some more. So Yeah, just a bit of fun, bit of colour, you know, why not? And also too, so I, as Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, we get to purchase particular products that are just for demonstrators, and sometimes we get shirts. And currently we have 3 different styles of, three. I don't know if the white one is still available. I have 3 different styles of shirts, but this is the latest one. This one is to celebrate Stampin' Up's 35 years. So I'll stand up and show you. So it says, inspire, create, share, and Stampin' Up 35 years. So isn't that cool? So I wore that. Fee and I both have that, and Amanda has it as well. Well, Fee and I had ours on Saturday. Amanda had the other one, the charcoal grey Stampin' Up shirt, which is one of my favourites because it's so comfy. And we wore those for our team retreat on the weekend, which I'm still getting to. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. Get my chair comfy again. Now the other thing, I've got a couple more things to tell you about before I jump into that. We still have the kit sale as well. So this is a great time to purchase either kits for yourself or for presents, for gifts. So we've got Christmas coming up really soon. It's just around the corner. We're already halfway through August. I'm going to purchase a couple for some gifts as well. And I've got to remember to do that this week actually. Pop some in an order for some gifts. But it's a great time. They're discounted. All of the kits are discounted up to 30%. And we have a brand new one that launched this month as well, which I haven't got yet either. So it's a great time to purchase some kits. Now, if you purchase these kits with me in my online store between now and the end of August when the sale finishes, I'm going to be having a kit Zoom night on the 9th of September at 7:30. I haven't advertised it yet. I had to push the date back a little bit because everything got a bit crazy leading up to our team retreat. So that was my focus. So I've pushed that back. But if you purchase one of these kits during the sale between now and the end of August, then you are welcome to come along to my team retreat, and I will send you the information for that once you've purchased that kit. Of course, my team members are all welcome as well, and they can purchase their kits through themselves because they're demonstrators, so they will purchase them themselves, but they are welcome to come along as well. So yeah, so that's what is happening. Now, anyone who's purchasing with me, if you're purchasing over $75, in the month of August, I have the August tutorial bundle for you. Look at all of these beautiful projects. There are 42 project tutorials using current product for you for free when you spend over $75 in my online store. Or if you already have your own demonstrator, or perhaps you are a demonstrator or even a demonstrator from overseas, you can purchase this through me as well for $28, 28 Australian dollars. So if you would like that, then please just flick me a message or an email, and I can get that organized for you as well. All right, okay, so that is all of the news for what is going on. So lots happening. The new mini catalogue, let me just backtrack. The new mini catalogue goes live to customers on the 6th of September. I've got to think about what month we're in. 6th of September. So it's still a few weeks away. What will that be? 1, 2, yeah, it'll be about 3 weeks away before this goes live to customers. However, demonstrators can purchase from it right now. And if you don't want to wait till then and you're not already a demonstrator, then if you would like to join my team, then you can put the products from this catalogue into your starter kit right now. So if you love the products, or even anything from the annual catalogue or the online exclusives, if you know that you want to place an order and your order is up around the $150, $160 mark, the starter kit is only $169, but you get to put $235 worth of product in your starter kit, and you can choose whatever you like of current product or of the mini catalogue items as well in your starter kit, and you can choose $235 worth. So you're getting $66 worth of product for free. You'll get free shipping on that, so that's additional freebies, and then you'll get an ongoing 20% discount. You can stay as long as you like, leave whenever you like. There's no lock-in period at all. And I'm just happy for you to get the best value, and the starter kit is the best value. So if you would like more information about that, then please feel free to get in contact with me, and I'd love to give you the details about that. Alrighty. Hey Roz, how are you? Roz was with us on the weekend for our team retreat. It was such a fun day, wasn't it, Roz? Now I have just remembered that I did not, I'm just looking down for a moment, I'm just putting all of my devices onto Do Not Disturb because I forgot to do that. And thankfully I can do it from my watch now, so it's so much easier. All right, so let me tell you about our team retreat. It was so exciting. So I've got a few things to share with you that we had at the retreat day, and then we're going to make one of the projects, which was one of my projects for the day as well. So I was, hang on, I'm just bringing all of this over here so that I can share it with you. This was our poster. So this was our logo for our retreat, was inspired by one of our team members, Julie, and then the design was created by Fiona Fernandez, and she's incorporated little bits from each of our teams because it was a whole team retreat. And Fee and Amanda, who are my two of my team members, they also have their own team as well. So we were incorporating all of the teams together. So we've got my team, which is the Papercraft Gems. So we have, as part of our team logo, we have flowers and diamonds because we're gems. And we've got gems up there too. And then Fees are the busy bees. So you'll see that there's a few little busy bees around here. And then Amanda's team are the card cutting diamonds. So we've got the card cutting diamonds here as well. So Fee, oh, there's another little bee up there. So Fee's done a great job designing this for us. And this was our logo for the event. And we had this up on the door so they knew they were in the right place, and we were welcoming everybody as they came in. So at our retreat day, and this was just for our team, so it wasn't customers, it was team only. And we had, Fee, Amanda and I had each designed 2 projects, one which we led and demonstrated, and then the other one was part of a card buffet at the end of the day. We had games, we had prizes, we had fun charades, which was pretty funny. Yeah, don't ask me to demonstrate how to be a tree because I don't do a very good job. It's quite funny. I had all these great ideas in my head, and then when I was on the spot trying to do a charade for Fragrant Forest. Fragrant Forest, was that the one? Fragrant Forest, which is one of the new stamp sets coming up in the new catalogue. I was trying to be a forest, like a tall tree. I had in my mind like tall pine trees, but that kind of didn't come through. Anyway, Roz ended up guessing it actually. So Roz, I think, has been studying the mini catalogue. She knows a lot of the stamp sets. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. So what else did we have? We have food all day. There's plenty of snacks, plenty of tea and coffee flowing. Lots of prizes, giveaways. Oh, and we had a display table. So we had displays of each person that had come had brought something or a few items to display. We had scrapbooking pages. We had a 6x8 album. We had lots of cards, some 3D projects. And so everybody had something to display, which was great. And then Fee, Amanda and I all had made some brand new some projects with some brand new product from the mini catalogue. So then we had a separate table with the brand new things all looked like pencils. I know, my pine trees. I should have been more like a swaying tree in the forest. But yeah, I know, I was thinking of pine forest, but that kind of didn't translate very well. Don't ever ask me to be on your team for charades. Yeah, so we had some new products on display as well for everyone to look at. So that was really great. But everyone went home with prizes and gifts. We had table gifts as well. Now, I've got them all here to show you, but I think the best way to show you will be to tip the camera down onto the desktop to show you down there, because, yeah, it would just be easier than me sort of trying to hold everything up, I think. So how about we'll tip the camera down and I'll show you all of the goodies. And there was one other gift that the everyone was given, which I don't have, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. So hang on a sec, I'll lay them all out here. Actually, I've got a few of these, so I'll lay them all there. All right, and I'll tip the camera down so that you can have a look. All right, bear with me, here we go. Oh, I didn't cover it up. There we go, that's better. Okay, let's flip the camera. Alrighty. Oh, I better take that down a bit. It will be way too high. There we go. And we'll put some light on the subject. So we had so much fun spoiling our team, and there were lots and lots of goodies. Look at all of these. So we had Amanda had made name tags for us using, so this is mine and Amber's, and each of the little trimmers was a different color. And these were made with the dies that we have in the annual catalogue that have the little trimmer and all the little Stampin' Up tools. I forget the name of it, but somebody will remember and tell me in the comment, I'm sure. But these were so adorable, and they were our name tags for the day. Aren't they just so cute? And then one of our team members, Julie, she made cookies for us all. And so everybody got a couple of cookies. I got a couple of extra ones for my family. But yeah, we all got these cookies. And yes, the writing on them is edible. It's edible food dye. I did double check that. Crafting with you. Thank you, Amber. So these little trimmer dies are from the Crafting with You bundle, which has a stamp set and coordinating dies. Yeah, so Julie made the cookies. Fee made the little gift bags, and then Amanda did the shopping, and then I stuffed the bags. So that was a collaboration. So that was a lot of fun. I saved all of my yummies in my bag so that I could show you all today, and so then after today I can eat them. So we had some chocolates. Most people got the Freddo in the back there, but I ran out of Freddos, so I had to put extra furry friends in there. A furry friend in the front. We had a little Chopper Chop, a little Mentos packet. It's a little packet of Mentos and some gummy lollies. So lots of yummies. Lots of yummies for throughout the day, and a little bag of popcorn as well. So that was their yummies, and there was spare as well, which we put on the table. And yeah, so they're such cute little bags. I have to get the template from that from Fee to yeah, to learn how to make those, and maybe I could make one of those one day on a Facebook Live. But they are super cute, and they actually fit a lot in them. I was surprised how much they fit in them. So you could fit a packet of popcorn or a small packet of chips, and then a whole heap of chocolates and lollies and things in there as well. So, but they're really, really cute. So there you go. And then I made the little well, I call them bonbons, but they're crackers made with the cracker treat dies, and using the, oh my goodness, I knew I was going to forget the name of it. Hang on. the Galaxy paper. No, it's not called Galaxy. Star something. Starry, no, hang on. Let me find it. Let me find it. Stargazing Designer Series paper. That's what it was. Using the Stargazing Designer Series paper and punched out a couple of the little planets as well. Some of the beautiful in color ribbon. And then inside of here was a little Milky Way chocolate. Because of course Milky Way, Galaxy, it all goes together. They were a lot of fun to make as well. And the little label came from the same die set as well. There's actually quite a few. I don't have the dies right here, I don't think. Oh, yes, I do, over here. Here they are. This is them here. The cracker and treat box dies. This is them here. Oh, some of my labels have slipped, but there's a whole heap of little labels in here as well. This is the, no, this one I used on one of my other projects, but it was this one I used on the crackers. And you've got little stars, little hearts, and these cute, adorable little tags. But you can use those with other sentiments on other projects as well. It doesn't have to necessarily be just for the crackers. So yeah, so that was a really fun one to play with. And the other thing that everybody got was they all got a glue and a packet of dimensionals as well, which I had done up with ribbon and a little tag on them too. And then everybody got prizes as well. We had lots of prizes to give away also, and we had lucky door prize, we had a lucky chair. Well, actually the door prizes were in 3 of the little crackers as well. I'd made little mini cards and put them inside 3 of the crackers. So 3 people got door prizes. Yeah, so lots of giveaways, lots of fun, and lots of creating, which is what we are going to do now. We're going to create one of the projects that I designed for the retreat. So, just one of the fun things that we do together as a team. And not all of our team was able to come, unfortunately. We do have team members all over the country. And we did have one of our team members zooming in from Northern Territory. So that was a lot of fun. We had her on Zoom for the day, and that went really, really well. We weren't kind of sure how it was exactly going to work, but Fee and Amanda sorted it out on the day, and everything went really well. And so she was able to join in, which was awesome. So just one of the fun things that we do with our team. And yeah, so if you would like to ask me more about becoming a member of our team, then please feel free to let me know. Hey, Dimity, you are here. Great to have you with us. If you enjoyed the retreat, that is fantastic. I'm so glad to hear it. That's fantastic. Alrighty. Okay, now we had, as I said, we each designed 2 projects. This was the, so we had a beginner card, or not a beginner, and a quick and easy card, a casual crafter card, and then we had an avid card. Of course, I did the avid because you know how I like so many details and layers, and I like a lot of distressing and all of that. So this was my card that I designed for the avid card, and this is the one that I presented for the ladies on the day. And we created this beautiful one. This isn't the one we're making today, however, but I did want to show you. I really, really love this card. So we're using some of the same products today for the card that we are creating, which is another pretty one, but it is different to that one. I'll just pop this one back in there. And then Fee and Amanda also had, they designed 2 projects, and I haven't had a chance yet to make up their projects. So I have got 4 kits here to make up their projects that they designed as well. And I've got all the PDFs as well. So all of our team members got the PDF, the tutorials all printed out for them. So they got to take them home as well. So if they didn't get a chance to finish all of their projects, they could finish them once they got home. All right. Now, the one that we're going to be creating today is this one here. And this was my card buffet card. So I didn't demonstrate this one on the day, so I thought I would demonstrate it today. So yeah, it's quite easy to put together this one. It's not too complicated, but just a really, really pretty card. Little bit of a few different techniques in here as well, but not anything too difficult. So we are going to be using the Dainty Delight stamp set, which is what I used on the other stamp set as well. It has coordinating dies, which I used on the other card, but for this card, I'm not using the coordinating dies. I'm actually using the Scalloped Contours dies, and I'm also using the Exposed Brick 3D embossing folder. Okay. Oh, and also too, for the sentiment, I'm using the double oval punch. So not using the complete bundle, but I'm using a few other different products. Okay, so I'll leave those just here so we can grab those out when we need them. Got my stamps already on the blocks. This is a beautiful, beautiful stamp set. I love this stamp set. This is one of my favorites, and I've used this one quite a bit actually. In my crafting, and it's a cling red rubber stamp set. Oh, look, see, I've got all these bits from different projects I've created. I've pulled out the stamps already that I'm using today, and I've put them on blocks. I've got the stickers on the backs of the stamps, and we are ready to go. We're going to be doing a little bit of colouring with some Stampin' blends, a little bit of daubering with our sponge daubers, so I've got those ready as well. And for ink colours, I'm just using two different colours of ink, Grey Granite and Berry Burst, and then I've got my Memento Tuxedo Black as well, which we're going to start with that one first. All right, so let me pop my card out of the way. I'm just going to pop it over to the right-hand side today, because over the left-hand side I haven't got much space left. And I'll grab my kit, which is here. All of the pieces already cut and prepped, ready to go. Oops, oh, my ribbon did stick to the sticky bit. There we go. I've got two different pieces of ribbon and our sentiment label. I'm going to leave my butterflies in there for the moment so that I don't lose them. And I'll just pop those over there. Okay. Hey Kathleen, how are you? Great to have you with us today. Have you recovered from Saturday? Oh, Jenny's jumped on too. Hey Jenny. I don't think I said hello to you. I think I missed seeing you jump on. Great to have you with us. Alrighty, so we're going to start with some stamping first so that our stamped image can dry before we colour it. And I didn't get out any grid paper today. Let's see. Oh, my pad of grid paper did make its way back. So I am gradually unpacking from Saturday for our crafting retreat. And so not everything has made it back where it belongs yet. Still got quite a bit to unpack, but Amber's been helping me, so it's been great to have that help to get everything unpacked. All right, so the floral image that we're going to use from the stamp set is the larger one here, and we're going to stamp that onto this piece here. Now this piece has already been die cut with the scalloped rectangle, and I've used this one here. So it's actually the third largest, or it's the third smallest, whichever way you go, it's the one in the middle. So I've die cut that just out of basic white cardstock. And we're going to stamp our image in Memento Tuxedo Black. So when I'm using Memento, I like to rub it over the stamp first to get that ink just to sort of sit on that stamp, and then I give it a tap, tap, tap to give it more of an even coverage of ink. There we go. All right, so we're going to stamp this. Let's get that straight. Get that straight. And we're going to just stamp that. So it is going to go off the rectangle, top and bottom, but that's okay. That's why it's important too to have grid paper or scrap paper underneath you as well. Just firm pressure, let that ink absorb into the cardstock. There we go. So see how that's just gone off a little bit. So important to have that coverage there. We're going to set that aside to dry, and we're going to do some of the other parts while that does dry. We'll just ink that off a little bit and then give that a clean. Oh, my chamois a little bit dry. There we go. All right, so while we've got that out, we might stamp our sentiment as well. So I'll just find my little sentiment piece. Now, I will put this up on my blog. So all of the measurements for everything, which I'm not giving you today because, well, I actually do have them in front of me, but they're kind of off to the side. I will give them all to you in the blog, which will be much easier because they're in a, they're actually in a tutorial. I've got the full tutorial already done. All right, so we're just going to stamp our Celebrate You on our oval. There we go, beautiful. That's a lovely sentiment. I really love that font. It's a very pretty font, that cursive font. So we'll let that over there to dry as well. Now feel free to chat along with me. Those of you who came to the retreat have already made, well, some of you have made this card, maybe not all of you yet, because for our card buffet, everybody got to choose which projects they wanted to make there on the day, but not everybody had time to make all of them. So some of them took them home with them as well. I think Kathleen was the only one that got all of the projects made on the day. Not sure about Roz. Roz, did you get all of yours made on the day, or did you take some of yours home? I'm just going to adhere this to our gold foil scalloped oval while I've got it here. Yeah, so some they had 3 projects in the card buffet, and they could choose which one to start with, and they could make as many of them as they wanted to, and then whatever they didn't get finished, they got to take home with the tutorial. So those of you who haven't yet made this one, here's your tutorial. Oh, you haven't made mine yet. Oh, good. Oh, well, there you go. Now you're getting to see how to make it. All right, so there's our little sentiment label. So I'll pop that off to the side, ready for later on. All right, now while we are stamping, we're going to bring in this piece here, which is our grey granite. And I'm going to use grey granite ink on this one. Now I can't remember if I stamped off or not, so let me have a look on my, this is my tutorial here. Let me have a look on my tutorial to see if I stamped off, or did I stamp that full strength? Not stamped off. Yeah, no, not stamped off. Okay, all right, get my little sponge dauber. When I designed these projects, this was over a month ago. It was probably like about 6 weeks ago or something that I designed these projects. So I haven't actually made this one for many, many months because when I designed it, it was quite a while ago. So to stamp on this piece, we're going to create a bit of a background, and we're using this one here, which is sort of like little flower buds. Oh, Dimity said, I didn't get one finished. You got it done the next day? Oh, good on you, Dimity. Actually, I think I want to stamp these off. I think I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do one in the middle first and see. Yes, I think I'm going to stamp them off. On my instructions, I didn't have stamp them off, but it depends on how heavy you want your image. You can stamp them off if you want to, or you can just stamp them full strength. So this is called second generation stamping, when you do stamping off like this. So you're just taking a bit of ink off the stamp first on your scrap paper before you stamp onto your piece. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So stamping that second generation, or you can do it full strength if you wish. Just depends on how intense you want that color to be. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take our sponge dauber and we're going to dauber that grey granite ink around all of those edges as well. Oh, my dauber's starting to fall apart. I think this one's going to need replacing soon. So the sponge daubers, when you are inking the edges of cardstock like this, it does wear the sponges down on the daubers over time if you're doing it a lot, because it is just foam, like foam sponge on the end of that dauber, and you're dragging it across that, you know, fairly blunt edge of the cardstock, so it is eventually going to wear it down, and this one looks like it's going to need replacing soon. I don't replace them very often though, but just every so often they'll need replacing. So there we go. So that's that one. Okay, and I'll just tap off those little bits into my scrap bin. I've brought in one of my biggest scrap bins into, so these are the current ones that Stampin' Up! Has for demonstrators. They're a little pop-up bin. So I've put a plastic bag in mine, but yeah, they pop up like that. This is another thing that Stampin' Up! Demonstrators can purchase. And I had these ones out on the table. I actually bought these ones. I bought 2 of these specially for the event on the weekend. And I had 2 of my old grey ones, which were a little bit smaller. But since the event, I've brought in one of the bigger ones, the big white one, into my craft room because I always was filling the grey ones all the time. They were a bit smaller, so I found they weren't really big enough for me. All right, now with this piece, this is Moody Mauve, or as they say in America, Moody Mauve. We are going to emboss this with the Exposed Brick 3D embossing folder. So I'm going to pop that in there, like so. Line that up, and I'll just bring in my embossing machine. I've got to bring in my large one today because this is a large embossing folder, and I am just going to put it across this way. So for embossing, we need our base plate, and this is a 3D embossing folder. Okay, so for 3D embossing folders, we need our base plate number 1. Then you put your embossing folder with the cardstock in it on. Hinge first, so that's the hinge. Always put your hinge in first, otherwise you risk cracking your embossing folder. And then you're going to take the grey plate number 4, and put that on top, and then you'll roll that through. Sorry, I might bump the camera a little bit while I'm doing this. There we go. So take that out, and we have that beautiful embossed finish on that cardstock. So that's been beautifully distressed. Now it is a little bit hard to see on that colour. I'll hold that up to the light and see if you can see that there, that detail there. But to make that pop a little bit more, what we're going to do is we're going to add some Berry Burst ink with my Berry Burst sponge dauber to this piece, and we're just going to rub that all over. Now it's quite an intense colour, so you might want to dab a bit off first onto the scrap paper before rubbing it across the surface. But it doesn't matter if the colour is not even on this piece, because it is a distressed finish. So it's sort of like a vintage style project. So if the colours aren't even, you can get away with it on this type of project. There we go. And then we're just going to dauber some around the edges. So on the weekend, in the other project that I created, we were doing a lot of scissor distressing, ink distressing, yeah, colouring with blends, all sorts of things. It was really fun. There we go. Beautiful. Let's highlight some of these other little bits a little bit more. There, beautiful. Alrighty. Good, good, good. Now, the other thing is to, the other reason it doesn't need to be like really even in color and tone is because we're going to be covering up a lot of this as well. But being, as I said, again, being a distressed sort of project, you don't need to have it all, you know, perfect. All right, so we will layer this now onto a piece of rich raspberry, I think, from memory. Let me have a look. What's this one? Rich raspberry. Blackberry Bliss. Rich raspberry is the one that retired. That's right. Blackberry Bliss. I always get those two mixed up. So we're going to layer these on here, but we're not going to attach them to the card just yet because we've got to wrap some ribbon around them once we get all of the other pieces attached to this layer. So we're not going to, oh, thank you, Dimity. Yeah, I always get Rich Raspberry and Blackberry Bliss mixed up. Okay, so pop that on here with a nice even 2mm border. Hopefully I'll get it even. Don't have my glasses on. I should have my glasses on. There we go. Okay. All right. Actually, while we're doing that, we can attach this piece to the grey granite piece. We can add that on there now too. We're going to add that to the right-hand side. But we're not attaching this to the card front yet because we've got to put all the layers on there first, then the ribbon, before attaching that to the card front. So we're going to leave an even border at the top, the bottom, and the right-hand side. Okay. So just attach that there like that. All right, now we're going to set that aside because we're going to colour our stamped image. Then we're going to layer that, and then we're going to put that onto this layer here, okay? And then we're going to wrap ribbon all around it and then put it on our card front, on our card base, okay? So just set that one aside for now. All right, and now we're going to use our Stampin' blends. So I have got, and it's quite easy colouring with these ones, and I am going to put my glasses on now for the colouring. I'm just going to have a little sip of my tea. Which is still very, very hot. All right, so I have got Daffodil Delight in the light and the dark. Actually, for this one, I did use light and dark, yeah. I've got Granny Apple Green in the dark Granny Apple Green. And I've got light Moody Mauve. All right, so you don't have to do a lot of blending and that on this card. We're just keeping it really, really simple. So I'm going to start with my lightest color first. So this is the light Daffodil Delight. And we've got these little flowers here, which is the Queen Anne's lace flower. And we're just going to color in the little tops of that in the light. There we go. And then with the dark, we've got the dark here. Going to use the bullet tip. We're going to colour the little flower buds on this stem up here. This one down here. I mean, really, you could use dark on all of them if you wanted to, even on the Queen Anne's lace. In the centers of the flowers, and where else? I'm just having a look on my original. Yep, that's it. That's it. Oh, this one here. Whoops. This one here, but that'll probably get covered up anyway. Okay, and then my card is falling over here. All right, and then we'll do the leaves in the dark granny. And I'm mainly just using the bullet tip today because the detail on this stamped image is very fine. So, yeah, it's good to have the bullet tip to have a bit more precision with colouring in these finer images. And for anyone who may be watching this for the first time, or you might be new to card making, the Stampin' Blends markers are an alcohol-based marker, and they're great for colouring and blending of colour. They come in a wide variety of colours, which are the Stampin' Up! Colours, so they coordinate with all of the Stampin' Up! Cardstocks and embellishments and ribbons and designer series papers. So everything coordinates beautifully and takes a lot of the guesswork out of things. And it's great if you've ever been to like a craft store and you've been trying to match up, you know, cardstock to designer series paper and all the rest of it. Like, it's really difficult to match colours. But Stampin' Up! Makes it really easy for us, and everything coordinates beautifully. So yeah, and being that these are alcohol based, they dry really quickly as well. So we're just going to go over these little stemmy bits here. Yeah, they dry really, really quickly, which is great. So you must cap them in between colourings as well, so that they don't dry out too quickly. Yep, I didn't do that bit. Yep, okay, good. All right, I think that's everything. We'll soon find out if we've missed any bits, because now we're going to colour the flowers in the Moody Mauve. Oh, so what I was going to show you is I was using the bullet tip, but there also is a thicker brush tip, and the brush tip is beautiful for colouring larger images, such as larger petals on flowers. And if you wanted to, you could bring in the, which one am I using? I'm using the light. You could bring in the dark if you wanted to add a little bit more tone into your flowers, but I find that for these ones that are really tiny, just a single colour is quite fine. Quite fine and dandy. I love using the brush tip. It's really, really soft to use. And you only need a very light hand. Like, I'm barely touching the nib onto the cardstock. And the cardstock just sucks up the colour, which is awesome. Now, I am just using ordinary basic white. Often when I'm using Stampin' Blends, I will use the thick, because I find that the absorbency of the thick is really great with the Stampin' Blends because of the alcohol just absorbing into that cardstock. But because we were doing so many, I just kept it with just using the basic white, not the thick. So as you can see, it absorbs through. It hasn't absorbed through too much, but always important to have something underneath you to protect your work surface. So there we go. So that's all done. I think I've got all of the little bits in there done. Yes. I might just go over the centers here with the yellow, just to make sure that's really popping there. There we go. All right. Okay. So that bit is done. We'll get rid of this yucky paper that's looking a bit gross. All right, so now we've got a piece here of Mossy Meadow, and we're going to layer this piece onto our Mossy Meadow. Now I'm going to use a dry adhesive this time because I don't like to use multi-purpose liquid glue on white cardstock. I find sometimes it shows through, like, because it can be a little bit sort of textured, although there's a bit of colouring on this, so it might not. If I can get this working, here we go. But I do prefer to use a dry adhesive on white cardstock. Doesn't matter so much, it's not as noticeable on the colours, just on the white, especially on the basic white rather than the thick. Okay, and then we'll layer that on there like so. There we go. And although I did use it for my sentiment, didn't I? You can't, yeah, it's fine on the sentiment. You can't see it through there. All right, so then this piece is going to be adhered now to our card front. And then we're going to wrap some ribbon, and then the whole thing is going to be attached to the card base. There we go. All right, so this is basically going to be centered. So on this piece here, like top to bottom, with a gap at the side, not a gap, like a border at the side, not a gap, a border here at the side. There we go. That's straight before I push, yes, straight, good. All right, so then we're going to take our ribbon. Now we've got two pieces of ribbon. Oh my goodness, where did I put my ribbon now? Oh, did I chuck it back in here? Hang on a sec. Oh, yes, there it is. Ah, my two pieces of ribbon. All right, so we've got two pieces of ribbon. One is longer than the other. The longer one is the one that's going to wrap around the card. And we're just going to put a glue dot on the end of each end of that ribbon. Let me grab my glue dots. Oh, I have to reach. Glue dot here. And so is anybody crafting along with me today? Let me know in the comments if you are. All right, and then this is going to go, I'm going to set this so that it's sitting just above the bottom edge of this piece here, sort of in line with where the stitching is on that piece there. And then we're going to wrap that around to the back. Just get that lined up, wrap that around to the back. Again, all of the measurements for this card will be on my blog, and I will put up a link for that tomorrow. Oh, you're doing this card with me, Roz. Yay! Oh, that's awesome. So glad to hear that. All right, and now take this shorter piece and feed that in under the ribbon there. And you're going to tie a knot. Over here to the left-hand side. There we go. And then you can trim that down as you need. So we'll give that a little haircut. Oops. There we go. And then this piece can now be adhered to our basic white card base. And then we're going to add our sentiment and our bling. Okay. Now we have got ribbon here as well. So make sure whatever adhesive you use goes over that ribbon to attach that as well. So I'm just going to use some multi-purpose liquid glue today. Okay, so we're going to put some glue over the ribbon because we want that to attach to our card as well. We don't want that to be sitting up just there. Flip that over and line that up on our basic white card base. go. Give that a nice firm press. Now, I don't tend to do my inserts on my lives because my cards usually take a while anyway. But this is a basic white card base. So if you wanted to just leave that plain, you don't have to necessarily put anything in there because you've already got a white card base to write on. You might like to even just do a little bit of stamping inside or something like that to decorate it. But for me, I will probably add a color layer and then another white base with maybe some stamping or some, yeah, something like that on it. If you've used DSP, you can add some DSP. But yeah, no DSP on this one. This is all cardstock and stamping and embossing. Let me get this glue off my finger and we'll add our sentiment. Hey, Chitska. Oh, you're going to make this one tonight? Oh, fantastic. Now you've got the video to do it with as well, Chitska. You can put me on replay and make it along with the video. All right. So we'll add some dimensionals. Let me find, I do have my Take Your Pick tool back in my tool tote, which is good. We'll add a few of these on here. There we go. Remove the backings. And we're just going to attach our sentiment over the ribbon and over these two layers here. Okay, so sort of over the corner of that rectangle there. Add that there like that. There we go. Just get our little ribbon to sit up that way a little bit more so it's not covering up our sentiment. All right, and then we're going to add some bling, and we've got the beautiful little brushed brass butterflies. If I can get them out of the packet, hang on a sec. Here we go. All right. And I've taken these already off the sheet because these were in the pack for all the ladies on the weekend. So we cut them off the strips from the packet. And we're going to pop a large butterfly up here in this top right-hand corner. And then the little teeny tiny ones, just so cute. I love these. We're going to put one over here in the left-hand corner there, and then this little one I'm going to pop over here. There we go, and there we have our finished project. So that was nice and quick, didn't take too long, and there we go. So what do you think? Do you like that? Nice and quick project, and you know, we did use a few different products. But if you've got the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and you've got an embossing folder, you might not have this one, but you could substitute it for a different embossing folder. You can even substitute stamp sets and use a different stamp set. We had a couple of people on the weekend that were substituting stamp sets, and it turned out beautifully with the stamp sets that they were using. They were using some, I know one person in particular was using a retired stamp set, which is beautiful, beautiful florals and bees and things. And hers turned out beautiful with that one as well. So there you go. Alrighty. I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, thank you, Pam. Thank you so much. Oh, thanks, Jenny. I'm glad you all like it. All right, I'm going to tip the camera back up. So bear with me one moment. Here we go. Oh, I've really got to adjust this thing. I hope that's tightening. Got that done up so tightly. Oh my goodness. Oh, I could barely get that undone then. Hang on. Here we go. There we go. Oh my goodness, that clamp then, not clamp, what do you, oh well, the nut and bolt thingy. It was so tight I could barely undo it then. My lamp is going to be tricky. Every week. It always does that whenever I adjust it. It behaves itself when I first set it up. It's just when I readjust it, it's like, nope, not going to do it, not going to do it. So there you go. So who else who didn't come to our event on the weekend? Oh, I've got a little bit of something on there. Hang on a minute. Oh, I think it's a bit of sticky. Let me get my adhesive eraser. See if I can take that off. Oh, there we go. Yep, I think it was a bit of sticky from my fingers, and it had gotten coloured from the ink as well, which is probably also on my fingers. So there you go. So there's my pretty card. So I hope you enjoyed that. Does anybody else think that they might give this one a go? Quite easy to do, but creating creating your own designer series paper like that with your stamps is a great technique. It makes your stamps go so much further, and then you don't always necessarily need designer series paper to coordinate with your project. You can make your own with your stamps. So creating your own background paper. So there you go. So I hope that you enjoyed that. Rose says, lovely card. I may case your card. Fantastic. Go right ahead, Rose. That's why I share them with you. I like to give you lots of inspiration, lots of creative inspiration. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Now, just remember about my paper share as well. I'm trying to find my flyer. There it is. My paper share is coming up. The registration, you've got a little bit of time to register for this one. Register, and I'll be requesting the payments a little bit closer to time. The registrations close on the 4th of September for my mini catalogue paper share, but make sure you jump in so that you make sure that you get one of those paper shares, because if I don't have enough numbers, I won't run it. And if I have more, because I need 4 per share to run it. So if I get only 5, then I might only run one share. And yeah, I don't like to leave people out. So yeah, be sure to register for that one. The link again is in the comments, and I'll also put it in the description of the video as well. So be sure to check that out. I will be advertising that kit evening this week so that people can purchase those kits and be ready to come and join us on the 9th. So if you missed that at the beginning, I will be holding a kit along event. I'm not sure even what I'm going to call it yet. Kit along, kit evening, kit and sip. Haven't decided. I've got a few different ideas, but it will be held on the 9th of September for my team members who can purchase the kits through themselves. But for any customers who would like to purchase kits through me, then you are invited to come along as well. And remember, all the kits are up to 30% discounted at the moment. So be sure to grab them while they are on sale. All right, if there is anything I can do to help anyone, or if you have any questions, please feel free to get in contact with me. If you're not yet part of our team and you'd like to join in all of the fun that our team does, and become part of our creative community, then please get in contact with me, and I'd love to give you more information and answer your questions. And just know that when you join Stampin' Up, you can, as I said before, you can come and go as often as you please, stay as long as you like. You do not need to sell product. You can simply purchase for yourself, enjoy the discount for yourself, share it with your friends if you wish, or just purchase for yourself as well. So that is totally fine. We are happy for you to do that, happy just for you to get the best value. All right, well, I will let you all go. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I look forward to seeing you all again really soon. I'll be back again next Monday at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And I'll be sure to pop this video up onto my YouTube. So look out for my blog link tomorrow for this card so you can get all of the measurements. All right, I'll look forward to seeing you again really soon. Take care, everyone. Happy stamping. Oh, no, happy crafting. Both. Happy stamping and happy crafting. See you all soon. Bye.